around here somewhere. Pyro 1 follows her everywhere. We should be able to track her down through its elemental traces. Search the area with elemental sight.
How did you find me here?
We followed Pyro 1's tracks. We're a little worried about you. Wait a second. Are you comforting Pyro 1?
The irony, I know. And I'd probably be enjoying it if Pyro 1 were any other animal than a fungi. The next time we meet will be in the finals. Whatever you have to say, save it for if you beat me. The Fox Lady said you might say that. You're pure of heart, kind, and believe the best in things. You wouldn't understand if I tried to explain. So here, read this.
What is it?
These are my ancestors' records. They were attacked by a horde of fungi in the rainforest. Many people were seriously injured. There was nothing exceptional about this incident at the time, and it certainly never made it into any official records. But my family have been reading it to me since I was a child.
So, that's what happened. Oh, no wonder you're so hostile towards fungi. Yeah, and anyway, doesn't your family's experience make this tournament all the more meaningful? The Wisdom Orb finally means that humans and fungi can live in peace together.
It's not as simple as turning bad fungi into nice fungi with the Wisdom Orb. Plenty of scholars have experimented with similar things in my village in the past. But every one of them failed, gave up, and moved on. Even this new Wisdom Orb can only suppress the fungi's aggressive nature temporarily. Without this device, they're still extremely dangerous creatures. On top of that, the orb's intellectual boost makes the fungi unnaturally strong. Too much elemental energy in one place is not a good idea, especially for people in poor shape already.
Wait, Layla's been coughing a lot lately. Could that be because of the Wisdom Orb?
As you'll be well aware by now, all Caltilia Meanwhile, Alhingen's taking advantage of the situation. Impressed by Cautilia's research, he invested a huge sum into promoting the tournament, consequently lowering everyone's goal. I don't trust either of them, period. I don't believe highly aggressive creatures like the fungi can coexist with humans. But I'm just all I can do is play by their rules until victory is mine. Then I'll fight for the outcome I'm hoping for, and keep them from getting their way. I initially had a sliver of hope that you might help me in my endeavors. Guess that was pretty naive of me. But it doesn't matter what you think about all this, or what you think of me. I'm going to beat you, and then there will be nothing you can do to stop me. This notebook is just a relic from my past now. Do whatever you want with it. Because come the day of the final, I'm going to declare the execution of all fungi, including Pyro 1. It's time to say goodbye to the past.
That didn't go as planned. Well, there's only one option left. Didn't Hania mention something about other researchers in the past trying to stop the damage caused by fungi too? There should be more information in this notebook. These look like research notes. Guess Hania's ancestors kept them after the This section looks super complicated. The handwriting is really bad, and Wait, some of these look familiar, though. Oh, that's right. We saw them on the documents Dory gave us. All right, let's put them side by side. Go through carefully and try to figure out what's written in these. A capturing device and a withering potion. So that's how it went down. The fungi only attacked Hania's ancestors because of what that potion did to them. And then the researchers built that device to try and capture the angry fungi. Also, if floral jelly is just an improved version of the withering potion, and the wisdom orb, he's basically giving someone else's invention a new name and passing them off as his own. He's a big fat liar! Why is Cautilia so eager to get people to use the wisdom orb anyway? We gotta warn Elhingen. He needs to stop bankrolling Cautilia right away! As for Hania, she has no idea that the fungi only attacked her ancestors because they were under the potion's influence. No wonder she holds it against them. Oh, don't worry, Bongo Head. Paimon knows you're not gonna turn evil because of some Whoa! You can understand what Paimon's saying? Oh, wow! You're getting smarter! Huh? Since when? Oh, Paimon didn't even notice. Does that mean Bongo Head is hanging out with us by choice right now? See? Hania was wrong after all. The fungi aren't gonna lose control this time. Some fungi understand people and just want to get along, like Bongo Head here. Oh, Hania did make one good point, though. The wisdom orb has its limits. As long as that's the case, fungi won't be able to live with humans forever. Paimon was really hoping Bongo Head could join us for the rest of our journey. Isn't there a way? Yeah, it's a shame, but it seems like there's no other choice. We still have some time before the final. Should we report Cautilia to the Academia? True. For him to have made it this far, he must have been planning for a long time. If he caught wind of our plans to expose him, he'd definitely be wary of us. Whatever else happens, we have to give it our all on the day of the final. Let's beat Hania and knock some sense into her. Then we should get Elhingen to help us expose Cautilia for the fraud he is! Ready? Today's the big day. Then. We have to defeat Hania, make her see the light, and expose Caltilia!
Ladies and gentlemen, after some fierce competition in the round so far, we arrive at long last at the final of the Nilutpala Cup. If the winner of the final round makes it through the ultimate trial, they will acquire my entire fortune. It will then be their responsibility to continue hosting this tournament into...
Huh. Caltilia isn't here today. Oh, this is our chance. After the final match and the ultimate trial, we'll go tip off Elhingen. Nico? Layla? You're here!
Much as I expected. The insufferable research maniac has exposed his true colors to our holding off on reporting Caltilia to the Academia seems like a sensibly cautious...
Yeah, we can't afford to let our guards down now. We gotta fight Hania first, the strongest beast tamer out there. And we still have no idea what we're in for without Hiko. How are we gonna get through to her?
The answer should be quite obvious by now. Take all of our fungi and defeat her fair and square. Force her to let go of her stubborn attitude and listen to the truth.
I believe in you guys. I know you'll be able to get her to come around. Ah, yeah! Bongo Head, Twirly Whirly, and Pizzara! The tightest power trio in all of Shroomdom! With your powers combined, winning this final...
The day has finally arrived. I warned you not to get emotionally attached to the fungi. You have to but it seems like you haven't changed one bit. In which case, this match will be a...
Yeah! When we said Bongo Head and Bunnies into action...
Time to show you how a real beast tamer fights. Your feeble strategy will be your undoing. Go, Pyro 1! Pyro 1. They're about to reach their limit. Pyro 1, why did you hold back?
Don't blame Pyro 1, Hania! And don't force yourself to do something you don't want to! You started having second thoughts when Pyro 1 got injured during the semifinals, didn't you? You never met a well-matched opponent until you fought Miko, and now us had you! So you never had to put Pyro 1 or any of your other fungi in danger before! When you saw one of your fungi get injured for the first time, you realized you felt compassion for it!
Compassion? You really think I feel anything for these fungi?
Hania, you grew up listening to terrible tales about the horrors of fungi. Paimon completely understands how they made you feel. But that doesn't mean that you should just treat a buddy who stands by you here as your arch enemy. You won't be able to lie to yourself forever. We fight off fierce fungi all the time, and we always used to think of them as monsters too. The whole reason we entered this tournament is because we didn't want fungi causing any trouble. But after meeting Bongo Head, we realized that if you just give them some time and treat them well, the gentler fungi will get to know you and treat you like their friends. At the very least, treat fungi like they're on your side, not as your pawns and certainly not as your enemy. Please, learn to trust Pyro 1 and your other fungi friends.
Enough! Don't patronize me. In case you've forgotten, this match isn't over yet. Pyro 1, release the explosion! Pyro 1, show them what you're truly made of. I failed. Just before the most important step of all, I failed. You two, you were the only ones who could stop me. But how, when your mindset is so childish?
Hania, as we agreed, you have to hear us out, but let's put that aside for now. Can we bring
Pyro 1?
Yep. We want to pass the ultimate trial with everyone's fungi side by side. Bonk, we looked through your notebook that day after we spoke to you, and it cleared up a lot of things. You're right to be concerned about the dangers of fungi. Wisdom orbs come with health risks to some people. This tournament shouldn't have been promoted. However, by making constant improvements to the wisdom orb and using it for friendly communication with the fungi, we can figure out which—
Fine, if that's what you want. I lost, so I don't get to call the shots. And I guess Pyro 1 would rather be with someone who actually cares about—
Cheer up, Hania. Paimon's sure you mean a lot to Pyro 1. We have more important stuff we gotta tell you after— That's right! You'll see things differently after you know the story. Paimon just knows it—
I just had to say, what a magnificent duel. A battle between competing philosophies, as well as a showdown.
Alhingen? What are you doing in the arena?
Why, I'm here to witness the final duel and the winner's spectacular performance in the ultimate trial. How could I possibly miss such a milestone moment in this tournament's history? Come now, Traveler, Paimon, it's time to prove yourselves. I have no doubt that you'll play a significant role in
What's going on here? Why are the Fatui everywhere? Alhingan, the arena's been taken over by bad guys. We'll deal with them. Get yourself to safety. Wait a second. Where is the exit?
The Traveler is correct. Nothing gets past you, does it? In which case, I presume you planned for this eventuality?
Wait, this is all wrong. Isn't this the ultimate trial? Cautilia's supposed to be the villain. He was just using this tournament for his own...
Not far off. You're right about Cautilia's motivations. This started when he discovered a promising use for a forgotten technology. So I bought his loyalty and organized this tournament to expand the reach of his technology. Though I must say, I never expected a prize catch like yourself to take the bait so eagerly.
So, you weren't being fooled by Cautilia. It was you using him! This whole time you were just another lousy Fatui! Oh, now Paimon's mad! So much for warning you about Cautilia! Boglehead, get him!
Oh, look at you! I've got chills down my spine. But I'm afraid that's not happening.
Twirly whirly, Blitzara, Pyro 1! What's going on?
Cautilia added a handy little back door in the wisdom orbs. As soon as I send the command, all fungi under their control.
So, this whole tournament, it was just an elaborate ploy to get other people to capture fungi for you! And now you're gonna make them all into your evil minions!
Very impressive. You hit all the key notes there. I hold the tournament a few times. My accomplishments will eclipse those of my other comrades. And then, my dear Master Dottore left. But now, I think I might go one step further. Getting rid of you would be doing a major service for all the Fatui, from the foot soldiers to the harbingers. This could be a career-making moment for me. I'll finally earn Master Dottore's respect. I'll just say it was a tragic accident. You placed too much trust in the fungi, tried to push past the limits, and ended up causing the whole arena to collapse, with you still inside. Once this domain's sealed off, no one will ever find you. I'll have Cautilia assume all liability and criminal charges, then inform the Academia. After that, I'll invest even more into this tournament in the name of honoring your memory. I'll promote it harder. The competitions will be bigger and more frequent.
You selfish, double-crossing monster! How could you? Paimons heard just about enough from you, mister! You'll never get away with this! But what are we gonna do? You don't have any weapons on you and our shroom buddies won't respond to us anymore!
Take your time. Pit fungi against fungi and warriors against warriors. I want the Traveler to see his buddy be... I accept that our actions thus far have not been beyond reproach. But at least we can give the Traveler the ceremony... This isn't right. I've activated the backdoor command 3 times now on the floating hydrofungus. Is Cautilia's device malfunction?
Oh dear, the poor thing still hasn't realized. The technology in the Wisdom Orb does make fungi more obedient to their beast tamers, but all it does to achieve this is suppress some of their basic instincts, allow the trust that these 4 fungi place in their beast tamers, and the bond they now share, have grown stronger than the Wisdom Orb.
Yai, Miko! You broke the domain sealing spell?
Please, you thought your crude replicas could keep me out? You appear to have woefully underestimated who you're dealing with. Not to mention that shoddily designed backdoor command. Did you honestly believe that no one would notice the litany of vulnerabilities in your grand plan?
Curses!
Miko, Layla, and Hania!
Oh, hang in. So this was all you're doing! Whatever threat the fungi might pose, you're...
Come on, Miss Yai. Let's go help them.
Easy now, Layla. All that's left for us to do now is to watch and wait. The bond of companionship is not something so easily severed by the designs or devices of humans. Blitzara, you haven't completed your mission yet. You're not thinking of giving up now, are you?
Huh? Look! Blitzara's back to normal! Is this the moment Miss Yai said we were waiting for? Twirly Whirly, I believe in you! Take this crook down. The backdoor command is wearing off! They're all returned.
Still doubting what your heart tells you, Hania? You're afraid. Afraid to accept that the fungus you treated as a pawn now trusts you completely. Because then you'll be forced to face your true feelings, which you have been trying so desperately to escape. But don't keep your fungus waiting much longer. Look, now that it's no longer under the Wisdom Orb's control.
Pyro 1, are you really waiting for me? I'm sorry. I've been so harsh on you, but you still trust me. Go. Do what you have to do.
Well, one way or another, it looks like all the fungi have returned to their senses. Great! Shame on you, Elhingen! You're a...
Hold the line! And keep your heads! They're just a handful of fungi. We still have the upper hand.
Frozen. Crisp.
Let's move inside. Killjoy! It only just begun. Detoxifying heat!
Flash frost.
Harden up.
Fresh expansion.
You got it. Roasted fried. This Killjoy done.
2. Warm.
Roasted fried. What an annoyance. You need to hurry up. That's it. This one's well done. You need to hurry up first. Feels good. That seemed to work. That's it. Cook this through. Use this first. What an annoyance. That seemed to work.
We have to win this! I'm not believing you, Bonglehead!
Use this first. What an annoyance. Finally.
You'll get frostbite.
That's this.
Flash frost.
You can't run. Well,
Don't
get careless. Detoxifying heat.
Time to flash
joy will only just begun. Is that all you got? You can't run like that. Well, not too far.
Victory is within our grasp! Use Water Mama! Final justice!
Use this first. That seemed to work. This is well done. What an annoyance. Use this first. Roast and fry! You need to hurry up! Feel clogged!
Beaten by a few measly fungi?
Miko, why didn't you stop him?
I'm just a tourist. As far as I'm aware, I don't have the authority to detain anybody within Sumeru's borders. Is that not the case for you too? Still, you needn't worry. He won't escape. You'll see once you get back to the tournament arena.
Huh. Cryptic. Well, no time to figure that one out. On with the chase! You're from the Corps of 30!
By order of the General Mahamatra, we're here to arrest Elhingen for grave crimes and Kautilya for academic misconduct. The General Mahamatra has been watching Kautilya closely for some time. He's busy dealing with other affairs today, so he couldn't find the time to apprehend the offenders himself. Thankfully, with all the evidence you gathered, we were able to swiftly bring this case to a conclusion. The General Mahamatra wrote a letter for the two of you. Please, take a look.
So Sino has been keeping an eye on this competition too! He and his people must have been secretly investigating at the same time we were!
All right, we'll take the suspects away now. The area will be unattended while we're gone, but with you here, I can put my mind at ease.
You might think this is over, but mark my words. You haven't seen the last of me, or Master Dottore!
Oh, quit while you're behind, loser! Have fun in prison, you Fatui lowlife! Wait, Sino mentioned that he used our evidence, so is that where Miko was going after the last 16? To hand it in and make a report?
Oh, please, spare me that look. I didn't sign up for any of this. I'm supposed to be having a nice vacation, but all sorts of vexing issues keep managing to find their way to me. After the round of 16, I simply took a walk around Sumeru City with my editors. I did have a very brief conversation with the General Mahamatra, but only because he happened to be passing by at the time. The evidence you gathered was the key to solving this case.
The more you try playing it down, the more confusing it all sounds.
Anyway, now that the organizer and the sponsor have both been arrested, what should we do about the fungi in this tournament?
The rules still stand. These little ones won the tournament and passed the ultimate trial, which means they'll be taking Elhingen and Cautilia's place. From now on, everything about this tournament will be up to these two to decide. And after all the experience they've gained, I'm sure they are more than up to the task.
Lady Kitsune told me everything. The fungi that attacked my ancestors were out of control because they'd gone berserk. Everything I thought I knew about the fungi was based on a misunderstanding. I took it all much too far.
Huh? We didn't get to say anything! Miko, why did you have to steal our thunder?
If by that you mean thank you, Miko, then you're welcome. Hania needed a little pep talk to perk her up so that she would join us in taking a stand against Elhingen. How else was I supposed to motivate her?
You don't have to say anymore. I was too close-minded. I know that now. I kept telling myself the same things, lying to myself until I became numb. But now I've seen the truth with my own eyes. Even without the wisdom orb, Pyro One willingly followed my instruction. It trusted. I hold my hands up. I was wrong. You're well within your rights to criticize.
Punishment? What do you take us for? Sure, you said some pretty scary things, and you were way too strict with Pyro. Wait, actually, having said that, Paimon... Alright, Paimon's got it. Let's go tell everyone else what we came... Ahem! Oh, this is Paimon's first time speaking to so many people from a stage like this. Paimon's getting butterflies. Paimon and the Traveler are super happy that we were lucky enough to win this tournament and even expose a criminal conspiracy while we were at it. Now, they may have thrown the organizer and the sponsor in jail, but you can all breathe a huge sigh of relief because the prizes are still being issued as promised.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about! That's a good call.
However, unfortunately, the wisdom orbs currently have a harmful effect on their surrounding environment, so they pose a risk to people's health. So, for the sake of everyone's well-being, over the coming days, we recommend that everyone entrust their fungi into the care of the best darn beast tamer in town. But you won't be away from them for too long. While Hania takes care of your fungi, we'll be talking to the academia with the goal of trying to resolve the current issue. And of course, this tournament was so much fun. It'd be a real shame if it was a one-off affair. So once the technical issues are all sorted out, and we're all reunited with our fungi friends, let's battle it out all over again!
Oh, so that's my punishment.
Think of it more as a reward for being the runner-up.
Don't think of it that way, Miss Hania. Spending time with shroom buddies is actually really fun. Right, Twirly Whirly? I'm gonna miss you, Twirly Whirly. Take good care of my best shroom.
Traveler, Paimon, Layla, and Lady Kitsune.
Come on, Hania! We announced the official decision with everyone watching. You better look alive!
Yeah, don't worry. I get it. As a beast tamer, I accept your proposal. I will do my utmost to care for these fungi and treat them like the treasured companion.
Now those sound like the words of an awesome person called Hania that Paimon wants to be friends with. Anyway, let's spend some final quality time with our shroom buddies. Then we'll all meet up in Port Ormos.